Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys have had an awesome week since our last video there. Thank you guys for coming back over here to check out this video, and if you're a first-time viewer, make sure you go down, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more great content. Today, we're going to be diving into a mid-year review. Are you guys on track for your current year goals? That's very important because as we wrap up, today is May 31st. We're going into month 6, which means we're nearly halfway done the year. This is a good time to stop and review your goals to make sure you're on track. So if you guys are wanting to find out if you're on track towards your goals, and maybe you're not someone who looks at it at a regular basis, or you've kind of set your target and then you just started working, it is a good idea to stop what you're doing and just go back to your business plan, go back to your goals, and just do a quick recap and review of what those goals are and see if you're hitting those marks. Now, if you set yourself on a big yearly goal, the likelihood is you maybe have set yourself some monthly targets that you need to hit. So the first thing you want to do is go and take a look at those monthly targets. Have you been hitting them every single month? Now, there may be months where you've surpassed your targets, or maybe there's months where you've actually gone a little bit less than your targets. That's okay. The idea here is we're wanting to get a big picture on, are we hitting our targets every month? So what that's going to say is over the first half of the year, if we're on track for our monthly goals, that means the likelihood of ending out hitting our yearly goal is probably pretty good. Now, if we've been behind almost every single month on our targets, that means that there's some adjustment that needs to be made so that we can actually hit that yearly goal. You can even break that down a little more micro if you want to, and you can break it into weekly goals, or every week having certain targets that you want to hit every week, whether it's a certain number of calls you're making, certain number of contacts, or certain number of appointments. That's something to also be tracking. So go back and take a look at every month, go back to each week and say, have I hit the targets that I've set for myself? Do I hit my weekly number of calls that I'm making? My weekly number of appointments that I'm going on? This way it can also find out if you're going to be on track for your monthly goals. So you can look at it from a grand scale. You've got your yearly goal, you got your monthly goals, and then every week you got a goal that leads to each one going forward. So again, taking the time to review that and saying, am I hitting my targets? We're halfway through the year almost. I need to make sure that I'm doing what's necessary to hit my yearly goal or my yearly targets, whatever word you want to use. So for me right now, personally, I know exactly where I am in my goals because I do review my goals monthly. In fact, around my office here, I've got different tracking charts that I use to make sure that I'm hitting my different targets. Now, I've got several different metrics that I use to judge whether I'm hitting my targets or not. One is deal count. I make sure that as a realtor, I'm watching every time I do a deal, I'm checking it off, and I've got a countdown in my office right on my wall in front of me. That shows me how much more I have to go. Now, when I look at it over a year long and you kind of divide it by the months, I know exactly how many I need to be doing per month to hit my targets. So looking at it right now, I'm actually slightly ahead of my targets. I'm nearly halfway to my goal right now, and we're only at the beginning of June. So if I continue on this track, by the end of June, I will be more than halfway towards my goal before halfway through the year. So if you're behind your targets and you're looking at it saying, well, if I continue this track, I'm not going to be able to reach my end goal, that means that there's some adjustments that need to be made. So you need to figure out what those adjustments are. Now, no one can specifically tell you what those adjustments are, but if you have some friends or some people in the business, they might be able to give you a little bit of tips and advice that might change a thought process or a system that you're doing to help get you towards that goal. Maybe your problem is that when you're on the phone, you're having too many conversations and you're not closing enough for the appointment. Because at the end of the day, you need to have so many contacts that lead to so many appointments, and it's going to narrow down. Those appointments eventually should turn into transactions for you. But if you're not closing the appointment on the phone, then maybe there's a problem with some scripts that you need to practice. So that might be something you want to go and start practicing new scripts on what to do to get the guy on the phone and to the table to sit down and have a conversation with you. Maybe it's that you're not hitting your targets offer-wise. You're writing a lot of offers out there, but not a lot are getting accepted. Maybe talk to an experienced agent, say, what are you doing to get your offers accepted? And maybe there's something in your negotiation tactics that you need to change. Again, it's just looking at where you're at right now and where you want to be and seeing what's working and what's not working. You really got to take that analysis really seriously, because if you're not adjusting your plan as you go, then you're going to continue the same track and then your targets will not be reached. So take the time, we're mid-year right now, do a deep dive on your business plan or on your goals and say, am I hitting my targets? If not, what can be improved upon for the last half of the year to get me to that goal, or at least get me close to that goal? Alright guys, this is just a really quick video here because I was kind of talking to someone and they talked about giving a quick review, and I think this is a really good thing to do for your business take the time, do a deep dive on your business, get to know exactly where you are so you know where you need to be. That's it for me today, guys. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to throw some comments below. Maybe let me know what some of the frustrations you're having to get towards your goals, and maybe I can help give you some coaching so that we can start pushing those along. And don't forget, if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, and guys, we'll see you next week. Hey guys, thanks again for watching that video all the way to the end here. As promised in my last video, every single video I'm going to be dropping a little bit of a hint on something that I'm working on that hopefully adds more value to you guys. So today, this hint is that it has to do with another sort of social platform that I'm going to be launching here very soon. The team is working in the back to get things ready. I'm practicing, I'm getting used to the system, and we're going to be launching that hopefully by July. So keep an eye out for more updates as we go. Again, watching to the end of these videos, I'm going to be giving more and more hints. So once again, this hint this week is that it's going to be another sort of social platform where I can share more tips and tricks for you guys. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you guys next week.